Naive? We'll have to see about that, Blair.
And so, scrappy little fighter that you are, when you found yourself overwhelmed in a big league competition, you grasp at anything available, no matter how pathetic. Like a baby in a temper tantrum.
Overwhelmed? I don't think so.
Blair's a clever, effective businesswoman who just might be able to help me get something I want.
What do you really want, Ian?
For God's sake, Kelly, I love you.
Not Blair.
I'm no good at this relationship thing, you know that, and you certainly aren't helping me to figure it out.
Oh, yeah? Watch me.
Knock, knock.
Hey, George. Your bartender did a double take when I walked into the club with a suitcase. Did you tell him that's where you keep the body? I should have thought of that. Okay, I bite. What's in the bag? Oh, not much. It's clothes, a toothbrush. I had to give my landlord 2 weeks' notice, but that doesn't mean I have to spend those 2 weeks in my old apartment.
You planning on moving in tonight?
Well, I figured... Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh, did I jump the gun? Have you changed your mind? Oh, now I'm putting you on the spot. This is so embarrassing.
Just cut it out, okay? It's all right.
No, I should have checked with you first. It's just been such a misery in that hellhole that I just wanted out.
Great. It's settled then.
Are you sure?
Yep.
You'll never know how grateful I was when you took pity on me this morning.
Well, I thought it was a great idea when you brought it up this morning, and I still do.
Wait a minute. I thought it was your idea.
Doesn't really matter. Look, Taya agreed that she would give up her apartment if she could, you know, crash on our couch if there was an emergency. Why waste the space? And besides, I'm looking forward to a new roommate.
You're just like your mom. Way too generous for your own good. Are you really sure?
Are you sure?
Absolutely.
Good. Just shut up about it. Now, why don't I give you my key? Should have had a new set made a while ago, but as you can see, I've been just swamped.
Oh, no, I can take care of that.
Okay, well, why don't you go over there now, or... Do you have any plans tonight?
Crawl into bed and read?
I have a better idea. Why don't you stay and have dinner at the club tonight? Okay, you listen to some good tunes, hang around while I close up, and then we'll go home together.
Home. Ah, I like the sound of that. But you have to stay here? Are you in charge tonight?
Yep. See, Jakara and RJ went to New York to check out some new talent at one of the clubs in Soho.
Really? I heard Nora mention that your dad went to a law enforcement conference in Manhattan. I think he planned to take Carlotta Vega.
Small world.
Good evening. We have a reservation under Gannon and Principal. Adjoining rooms.
Welcome to New York.
Thank you.
Yes, one night.
That'll do.
Great. Fill this out and sign here, please.
Okay, now shall I sign in for you, or is that politically incorrect these days?
Oh, sign away. Look, do we have plans before dinner?
What do you have in mind?
Well, one of my favorite designers has a boutique around the corner, and I thought I'd go spend some money before she closes.
Okay, well, sure. You do that, and I'll go down to Spring Street and check out this record store, see what's hot.
Oh, we're hot, baby. That's what.
Well, and you know that. Excuse me. Could you stash our bags someplace and we'll pick up our room keys later?
Certainly, sir.
All right, thanks. Let's do it.
This is a nice hotel.
Yeah. RJ recommended it to me once. How you doing?
Hi.
Listen, you have reservations for Gannon?
Yes, sir. Mr. Gannon, I'll need you to sign and fill this out.
Okay.
So you have to pick up your credentials for the conference by 6?
Oh, yeah. Wow, if I can make it.
Well, where did you go on? I'll go up to the room with the bags.
Really? You don't mind?
No. Give me a chance to put myself together for this evening.
There you are. Lady, you are about as together as a woman gets.
I have big plans.
So do I. Back in a flash.
Here you are.
Ah, 4:45.
Someone will help you up with your bag shortly.
Thank you.
Enjoy your stay, Mrs. Gannon.
I'm sure we will.
Go away. Please.
We're not going anywhere, Dorian. Even if we wanted to, we couldn't. The car is stuck in a 4-foot-high snowdrift halfway up the driveway.
It's foolish to be on the roads in this weather.
Mother, please. We've been desperately worried about you.
Let them in.
Are you all right, Mother?
Yes, of course.
Really?
I'm just fine. Are you?
Well, yes, better, now that we know you're safe.
How did you know that I was here?
It was a lucky guess.
We would have got here earlier, but they closed down the interstate, so we holed up last night in a motel.
Miss Stonecliffe was right. It was very foolish of you to drive into a storm. Why take the risk?
To be with you.
Wasn't necessary.
Mother, you just disappeared.
If this had to be done, I wanted to do it by myself.
Why?
We were afraid you felt you had no choice, given the way we left things.
Yeah. That's pretty much the truth.
We want to help. This is important to us, too.
And just to set the record straight, we love you. Very much.
Do you, Mr. Hayes? Lover?
I love Dorian. With all my heart. It's a heart I didn't think was mine to give. Till I met her.
Well, that's a mouthful of fine words. She came here without you for a reason. Seems to me you didn't trust that reason. Or Dorian.
Of course I trust her.
Then do what she asked. Leave her alone.
Do you want us to go, Mother?
That's what she said. How can you say you love her and hound her like this?
You seem far more upset than Dorian is.
I've known her longer than either of you. Now, if you can't see what you're doing to her, I can. Now, please go.
Is that what you really want, Mother?
Leave her in peace.
You'll never find any peace until you uncover the truth. Have you?
She knows the truth.
All of it?
Why are you doing this?
Because the secrets of this family have poisoned the lives of a lot of people, Miss Stonecliffe, including my mother's and mine. And they may affect the next generation.
There are no secrets. Miss Stonecliffe has explained to me, to us, everything that she knows.
I don't think so.
What gives you the right? I was there when she was born.
Yes. And a while before that, too, weren't you?
Yes. A lifetime. That's what I've given to this family. And I'll look after them and protect them till my last
breath if necessary.
Why should that be necessary, Miss Stonecliffe?
Come and get it, Hank.
Is that for me?
You.
I know, you were right. You're not good at this, relationship stuff. I mean, you don't tell me that you love me and then turn around and walk out.
Point taken. How'd you get on board?
I use the gangplank. Are you expecting anyone else?
No.
Good, because I don't want us to be interrupted.
All right.
When I told you why I sabotaged Blair's plan to force Todd to sell you the Sun, it probably seemed like I was making excuses. But I'm here to set the record straight. There is no excuse for what I did. It was impulsive, and it was destructive, and if I could do things differently, I would. And I'm truly sorry.
Sounds promising.
Obviously. I haven't learned to think before I act, you know? In spite of all that's happened to me in this past year. But there are signs of progress. This time, I decided not to wallow in my mistake.
You owned up to it right away and, took your lumps.
Yeah, it's been pretty lumpy lately. And I guess that, it's pretty lumpy now, huh? Look, I like to try and make amends. Somehow. You think you could forgive me?
Right now, I could forgive you anything.
You still mad?
Yes. It's all right. I'll get over it.
I'm glad you said that. Because I'm mad, too.
With me?
With Blair. Guess it sort of rubs off on you when you get involved with her. And that gets between you and me. And that makes me mad. Because that gives her power. So, I guess I just won't give her all that power because I'm not going to let her get between you and me.
Eureka!
You really think it's that simple?
Yes, I've told you as far as Blair is concerned. If you don't fuel the fire, it will burn itself out.
I don't know if you can be too sure you can handle her that easily.
I don't intend on getting that close to the flame. And I'll see to it that she does not singe a single hair on your beautiful head. I promise. Have I ever broken a promise to you?
No.
Well, then.
And I believe you will try to keep that promise.
I'll do more than that, but you have to trust me.
Actually, I do. That's pretty scary, isn't it?
Oh, God. Am I that transparent?
It's not easy to be who you want to be, is it?
And knowing that you're still here, that amazes me. It makes me even more determined not to screw this up.
You are better at this than you think.
What?
This whole relationship thing. Except the, using of the I love you as an exit line, yeah. That's not so good.
Well, it makes rejecting a moving target more difficult.
Well, who's being rejected?
No one I know. I have this odd sensation. A combination of joy and relief.
I know.
Hi. You have my key, Gannon? I checked in earlier.
Yes, Mr. Gannon. Ah, room 445. Here you go.
All right, thanks. Miss Chance, you can go to dinner now.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Tinkers.
Hey, buddy.
Good evening.
Listen, may I have my key, please?
Certainly. Name?
Gannon.
Gannon.
Is there a problem?
No. No, not at all. Here you go, Mr. Gannon. Room 444.
Thank you very much, much.
Hi, I need my key, please.
Yes, room number.
Oh, I don't know, but the name's Jakara, principal.
Yes, room 446, adjoining Mr. Gannon's, as you requested. Do you need some help with your bags?
Oh, no, that's okay. Is Mr. Gannon back yet?
He just went upstairs.
Thank you.
Think what you like, Mr. Hayes. My responsibility is to the Kramers, and my conscience is clear.
Mel didn't imply otherwise.
I don't like his tone.
He's a reporter. So's my daughter. They ask questions. That's what they do.
Because I don't want Star and River growing up the way I did, accepting the silence, or worse, the lies. That is no foundation for a life. It's like trying to build on loose sand. Please, Miss Stonecliffe, tell us the truth.
What truth, for pity's sake?
How my grandparents died, for one thing.
I already told you what I know. I showed you their graves when you were here before. What more do you want?
Something that checks out. The town clerk in Bracken County, Kentucky, has no record of Lou and Sonia Kramer's deaths.
Records can be misplaced.
Yes, they can. Or forged. These are copies of the death certificates that were supposedly filed in Bracken County at the time. They were filed all right, but for 2 other people. Somebody made copies of these and changed the names.
Well, that makes no sense.
Well, it does if you consider that the medical examiner's office has no record of ever receiving their bodies or of performing autopsies to verify the time and cause of death.
Well, that's obvious. The plane crashed.
Yes, you were very specific about that plane crash, far more specific than the FAA. According to the folks in Washington, there was no fatal plane crash that year in Bracken County or anywhere else near it. More misplaced records?
I can't explain that.
Who's buried in those graves?
Sonia and Lou Kramer. Have you done your best to desecrate their memory? Do you want to desecrate their bodies as well? Go ahead, dig them up. Will that satisfy you?
What happened? What did you have to hide?
Are you accusing me? You can't be accusing me.
Oh, accusing you? Yes, of a cover-up?
No,
certainly.
Are you saying that I'm responsible?
Did you kill them by yourself?
No.
Or was it more complicated than that?
You think we are?
Huh?
No.
Miss Stonecliffe? Oh. Just stay nice and relaxed. You're going to be all right. Okay?
Fuse box is fine. Storm must have knocked out power to the whole area. How is she?
Her pulse is normal. She didn't have any chest pains or numbness. I think it was the excitement.
I want to go to my room.
Okay. But I better help you up all those stairs. Come on.
I closed off the 3rd floor years ago. I sleep in their bedroom now.
Mama and Papa's? Well, fine. Let me help you up the stairs, even if it is only the 2nd floor.
What do you think?
Her back was to the wall. She had to stop me somehow.
Same way that mother threw herself down the flight of stairs. Wonderful. So what do we do now?
Give her a chance to think about her options. Maybe she'll decide it's better to tell the truth than to face a full-scale police investigation.
The police?
Yeah. At the very least, we have 2 suspicious deaths here. Could have been murder.
What would that do to mother?
Well, she has to face it sometime or other.
Okay, I don't think that Miss Stonecliffe is afraid for herself, so who is she protecting?
She wants to carry that secret to her own grave.
Is she willing to take anybody else with her to accomplish that?
It's a chilling thought, but it's not so far-fetched if I read her right. We have to tread more carefully. I played right into her hands by trying that frontal assault. And then, of course, she had to respond by faking that attack.
So we have to throw her off guard.
She's been wary of me from the beginning. I'll just step back. Maybe she'll respond better to you if you sympathize. At any rate, she requires some handling.
Hey, Carlotta. I'm back.
Follow the trail to your reward.
Do you have an inexhaustible amount of that stuff?
Do you like it?
Yeah, it's great.
When I was 8, someone told me that it was an acquired taste, so I have spent my life trying to acquire it.
I don't know if I've ever known anybody to have so much fun with conspicuous consumption. Except Dorian, possibly.
Well, I'll try to forget that you made that comparison. But as I see it, if all those sturgeon have given up their lives to supply us with caviar, the least we can do is enjoy it.
You know what? Since you put it that way.
Happy?
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything that could make you happier? I mean, we went and we saw the whales, and that was wonderful, but what's next?
No. It is your turn. What will make you happy? If you could have anything in the world, what would it be? Aside from buying the sun.
Well, that wouldn't count. That's not really the point, is it?
No, definitely not. I'm talking about something that'll set your spirits free. That'll make your heart sing. That will put your life in a different place. Don't get all moody. Work with me here. What have you dreamed of? Hang gliding.
Tried it once. Scared the bejesus out of me. How would you like to buy a custom-made, once-only used hang glider? Actually, I prefer skydiving.
Okay. How about a canopy in the rainforest? You know, they build platforms up there. You could live in the trees.
Ah. So that would be me, Tarzan, you, Jane. Actually, once went on an expedition to the Brazilian rainforest, and we looked at those colorful, poisonous tree frogs.
Is there anything you haven't done? A safari in Kenya.
Ah. Me, Clark Gable, you, Grace Kelly.
Mm.
Have you ever seen the film Magomba?
No.
Oh, well, you would enjoy the film, as well as the African veldt, and that is something that we must do.
Have you lived all your fantasies?
No. I still have one dream left.
I had a terrific Cobb salad, and that jazz pianist is awesome. Club Indigo gets 5 stars in my book.
The Georgia Does Land You by Night book.
Granted, there are only about 2 entries so far. This plays in roadies. Do you have to stay holed up in here all night?
Well, I'm trying to figure out if our liquor supplier is shortchanging our orders.
I guess a lot goes into running a place like this.
Plenty can go wrong, that's for sure. But now that Jakara's brought Blue Jay music back to us, I want to make sure that everything is kosher.
Your uncle has a lot of faith in you, doesn't he?
Well, I still feel like I need to prove myself. For me.
Oh, yeah.
And for my mom. But now that she's doing contracts for us, I think she'll finally admit that I was right in coming to work for RJ.
What's the story with that?
What do you mean?
I mean, the vibes are so intense. Did something happen between the two of them, Nora and RJ?
I think that's none of your business. Don't you?
No wonder Bo doesn't like him.
What are you doing here?
What are you doing here? What the hell was that?
Sounds like something's going on across the hall.
Sinvergüenza, ¿cómo te atreves a entrar a mi habitación? Vete de aquí.
Take it easy. It's just a mistake.
Idiota, vete de aquí.
I'm sorry.
Get out of
I'm going. I'm sorry. I thought it was my room.
Will somebody please tell me what's going on?
She is a frail, old woman, and you were bullying her.
You're right. I went too far.
I am exhausted.
Has it been difficult being here?
It's been as if everything is just a little out of focus.
What do you mean?
Things just come into my head. A word here, a picture there.
Have you been able to sleep?
Here, in my old room, in my childhood bed, And me, a grown-up. It's been difficult. And you, sir. I thought that you had washed your hands of me.
Not a chance.
Mother, I'm sorry. I let my frustrations boil over the night that you came to see me.
After Mel had lost faith in me.
No. I never lost faith in you. I just lost faith in myself for a while there.
Mother, we're very proud of you and what you're doing.
I asked Miss Stonecliffe a lot of questions about a lot of different things. And she really has explained an awful lot. Now, really, her mind is still sharp, truly. And she's always had a talent, you know, for making very difficult things seem so simple.
What difficult things?
Life. Love, family. I know she may look like a dried-up old spinster, but she's really a very passionate woman. Yeah. It's always been a flaw of hers, really. See, she loved all of us. Too much. Especially my mother.
I'll respect that.
Will you?
Yes. Perhaps it took me being here with you to finally begin to understand.
And it's all worth it.
You've shown me the true meaning of courage, my darling.
Who's playing that music?
That's Mama. You see, Miss Stonecliffe has these tape recordings of Mama's practice sessions. Her cassette player must have batteries in it. Anyway, it comforts her.
You know, I think I'm going to go get my luggage.
Here.
No, it's all right. It's all right. I'll be fine. You just stay here with Mother.
I'll get my bag later. Do you want me to sleep in another room?
Do you think I could use one of the rooms we passed in the hall?
Yes. Pick whichever you like. And there are probably clean sheets, towels in the bathroom.
Mother, I'll find it, okay? Now, I agree with Mel. I always knew you were brave. I just didn't know how brave.
Brave?
Mm-hmm. Yes, Mother.
Here we are. Jakara and I came to New York to check out some new performers.
Well, the performance was not in my shower.
Carlotta, I'll say it again. I'm sorry.
So who'd you think you were taking a shower with? So why are you here?
A law enforcement conference, and Carlotta and I wanted to get away from it all for a while.
Apparently not far enough.
Yeah, well, there was a bit of confusion at the desk when I got my key. Now I know why.
So, what do we do now?
Well, why don't we all go out to dinner?
So tell me about this dream of yours. Is it better than the whale?
Oh, it is in a league all by itself.
Well, what is it? Come on, tell me. If you don't tell me, how am I going to know how to fulfill your dream?
You already know.
How could I?
I haven't exactly made my feelings for you a secret. And there is nothing that would give me more pleasure in this world than to take you in my arms and make love to you.
Stay tuned.